Hello, my name is Resendiz, and this is my career speech presentation. This is my audience who I will be presenting to. You may not realize it at first, but not a day goes by that you don't see the work of a graphic designer. From the bed you get out of to the car you leave in and everything in between, you can guarantee that graphic design was incorporated at some point in the process. According to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, a graphic designer is someone who creates visual concepts either using computer software or by hand, ideas that inspire, inform, and captivate consumers. As a child, I always loved art, and I knew that I wanted it to play a part in my future career. And knowing that technology is important in the future, I wanted to find something that incorporated both art and technology, and that's where graphic design came into play. Today I'll be sharing with you some interesting information I found in the career of graphic design, including its history, its present, and its future outlook. First, we'll take a look at the history of graphic design. In our article, Graphic Design History, Past, Present, and Future, Teal says that graphic design, it seems, is still searching for its past. The idea of graphic design has been around a lot longer than the actual practice itself. Triggs goes on to cite Barbara Hodick and Roger Remington, saying that the history of graphic design has been scattered among the past of printing, typography, photography, and advertising. According to Stephen Heller, the importance of graphic design was first recognized when print customers saw the value of a good layout. The American Institution of Graphic Arts was founded in 1914, and the term graphic design wasn't coined until 1922 by W.A. Dwiggins, who was a popular designer for book layouts. Let's hear what graphic design is like now from a professional in the field. Jennifer Hamilton, a graphic designer for AKQA in San Francisco, met with me via Skype on April 8th to talk about her career in graphic design. As a graphic designer, her job is to create products for the clients what they're interested in. This can range from logos, brochures, calendars, coffee mugs, etc. The software she uses includes a lot of Adobe products like Photoshop, Illustrator, and Flash. One of the tools she uses most often is her Wacom tablet, and she's also a huge fan of the 3D printer. Something she loves about work is that it's a break from the responsibility of being a parent and having to run a household. Something she would like to see changed is the complex process it takes to get work done. She believes it could be done much more efficiently and a lot easier. One of the downsides is that clients can be difficult to work with at some times. Some advice she gave to me was to make sure I have a diverse portfolio, and that can be accomplished by dabbling in different areas of graphic arts to make sure I'm comfortable with a lot of different materials and to see if I like one thing over the other. She also advised me to get an internship as soon as possible. What's in store for the future? According to Alice Rawsthorn in her article With a Big Boost from Technology in the New York Times, graphic design is the largest area in the design industry, employing over 250,000 designers. And according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, it's known to grow 13% by the year 2018, which is the average for any occupancy. Salaries vary depending on job title, location, experience, and companies. A YouTube video posted by Howcast Tech Gadgets called How Much Do Graphic Designers Make mentions that salaries of graphic designers can range from $20 an hour up to $100 an hour. In the same New York Times article mentioned before, Alice Rawsthorn says the introduction of desktop publishing redefined the design process. Jennifer Hamilton also mentioned that the technology now is a lot different than the technology she was introduced to 6 years ago when she first started. Since the advancement of technology is constantly transforming graphic design, imagine how this will affect how we interact with technology in the future, how we search the internet, how we use our mobile devices, and how we communicate through other forms of electronic media. Let me briefly review what we talked about. The practice of graphic design began in the 1800s and is expected to, and since then has grown dramatically as a profession. I really appreciate Jennifer Hamilton for taking the time to talk with me, giving me advice on how to better prepare myself for the future and what to expect on the job. It was encouraging to know what graphic designers do and how they embrace the technology that's available to them. It was very eye-opening for me to learn about how fast this field has grown in its short time of existence, which is great news. With the advancement of technology rising, more job positions for graphic designers are sure to rise as well, which is great news for me and anyone else interested in pursuing a career in this field. Doing this project was very enlightening. I'm excited whenever I think about finally becoming a graphic designer. I've been accepted to Texas State University for the fall of 2016 in their nationally ranked communication design program. I'm confident that I now have the knowledge for success, and I will take Jennifer's advice on getting an internship as soon as possible. Hopefully it doesn't take long for me to become a full-fledged graphic designer and work in a career that I love. I'd like to thank the audience today for being here and taking the time to listen to my presentation. Thank you.